Welcome to another edition of the Above the Bridge podcast. I'm your host, Thaddeus. Shout out to our sponsors. First up, we have Defend Hawaii. You can check Defend Hawaii out at Windward Mall at No One. You can see what they have in person, or you can also go on their website. Go to defendhawaii.com, see what they got. They got a bunch of t-shirts, hats, accessories, stuff for women, stuff for the beach. Go check them out. Use promo code ATBPOD upon checkout. You'll receive 15% off your entire purchase order. Next up, we have IREP Detail Supply. They have a shop at Temple Valley Shopping Center in Kahalu. They're going to be celebrating their 1-year anniversary next month. So go check them out. You can also find them on their website, irepdetailsupply.com. Again, use promo code ADBPOD upon checkout. You receive 15% off your entire purchase order. Check out what they have. They had everything you need to detail your car, make it look and smelling brand new. Go check them out. Last up, we have Hawaii Candy Factory, and you guys see this stuff everywhere. They have these great packagings. They're called NOMs, bunch of lihimui gummies, lemon peel, gushers, whatever snacks that you could think of, they got it. Go check them out. HawaiiCandyFactory.com. Same thing, promo code ATBPOD upon checkout. You receive 10% off your entire purchase order. Today, I have 2 contestants that competed in the Miss Hawaii USA pageant. You guys can introduce your guys' selves for me, please.
Sure. Aloha, my name is RONELLE VALERA, and I'm the reigning Miss Hawaii Island USA.
Okay.
My name is MIKAYLA Baptista. I'm from Hilo, Hawaii, and I'm Miss Orchid Isle USA.
Okay, so for your guys' competition, you guys have preliminary competition on the Big Island, and then how many of you guys can come to Oahu to compete for the whole thing?
Anyone can go. Yeah, you don't have to compete in the prelim, but it's kind of cool and a great honor to represent your whole island as either Orchid Isle or Hawaii Island. So last year I actually competed as Lapoi Hawaii. I didn't compete in the prelim, so anyone can go, really.
Yeah.
Okay, so like you just gotta sign up, and then how do you get to be able to compete for Miss Hawaii on Oahu?
On Oahu, most of their contestants, they go at large, so they buy their title, and then we actually compete for our title to go up.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, so it's different. So when you guys compete in Big Island, you guys compete against each other, or it's like Hilo side and Kona side?
Well, there's just one organization on our island, so it kind of just depends where each girl, like we had contestants from Kona, Hilo, we all compete, and then we just take those titles that Tasha gives us.
Oh, okay. So Tasha was your project. What is her title?
She's director.
Oh, okay. How was working with her?
Love her.
She's awesome. She has all these connections, you included. I mean, she's from Maui, so we're lucky. We have like an extension. We're Hawaii Island, but we also have all of her Maui people too, which is really nice.
Yeah, she competed Miss Maui, I think, and then she got to be a contestant for Miss Hawaii, or I don't know how it works, but so what was the difference in competition, like in Big Island versus Oahu? Like, was it more, I always ask this when I have pageant girls on my show, like how was competing for one thing, how was competing against each other? Were you guys like cool, or you guys are like kind of hoping had drama, or like how is it?
Me and Rena had drama. No, just kidding. No, we're actually, I think because when we compete up at states, it's kind of like all of the different islands travel together and we're going up together to compete together. We're not competing against each other because it's a win-win if an outer island gets the title,
Has an outer island girl ever won?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, from our island, it's been 23 years, but Maui won this year. Both titles, actually, Miss and Teen. So, I mean, although we didn't win, I'm feeling the win a little bit. But like MIKAYLA said, if I won or if she won, I think we all would have felt the win because bringing the crown home was the goal regardless. We fell a little bit short, but nevertheless, we both placed in the top 5, which is the best Hawaii Island place in years.
Oh, congrats on that. So you guys top 5 for the whole state. How many girls competed like for Miss Hawaii?
24.
20
Oh, wow.
something, which is actually, it was kind of a big year. But honestly, there could have been just 5 of us because the competition was hard competition this year. So numbers mean nothing when there's all amazing girls.
Yeah. So have you competed in those in the Miss Hawaii before, or this was your guys' first time?
It was both our second times, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, second
both
time.
ran twice.
So was it different, or was it you kind of knew what to expect?
Well, the year that I competed was COVID year, and it wasn't actually like a real pageant. We were smiling at cameras. There was no audience. We basically met our judges one time, and that was in our interview. And whoever made it to top 10 got to be on a live show, and everybody else had to just fly home.
Oh, wow. Was this show televised?
It was live, so whoever was watching TV that night saw us. They saw everything.
So how does it work? You guys go in front of the judges, they figure out who's going to be on the show, and then what happens after that? So
basically, Hawaii in our state is very stretched out in the way that our competition is. On Thursday, so the competition schedule was Thursday, preliminaries, and that's when all 20-some girls competed. Friday was private interviews, and we all got to interview, meet the judges, talk story, whatnot. Saturday, there was absolutely nothing but rehearsal, so it was just a waiting game. Imagine trying to sleep all those nights. Then Sunday on live TV, they announced the top 10 girls, and those were the girls who we competed. Then they got knocked down again to top 5, and then, of course, they chose the winner after that.
Oh, wow. So the competition, what does that entail? Like when they're doing the live show, you guys gotta do the evening gown, you guys gotta do talent, bikini, all that stuff.
So we don't actually have a talent phase, but it is evening gown and swimsuit and onstage question. Pretty much every single girl that competed goes up on the stage not knowing if they're going to compete that night at finals.
Oh, wow.
So it's crazy. Like we're just pretty much holding our breath, squeezing, everything.
So you guys both made top 5. So that's kind of cool for your guys' island representing. What was your guys' question, and were you guys nervous?
Oh gosh, my question was, do I believe the US government should censor social media? Something along the lines of that. And to be completely honest, I wasn't nervous. It was so weird. Leading up to it and being backstage before top 5, I was freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, if I make top 5 right now, I got to answer a question on live TV in front of all these people. And I was freaking out. But once, they asked my question, I was just like, oh, okay, I'm just talking stories with the MC right now. And I mean, my question, it was all right, but luckily I wasn't nervous. So at least I spoke with confidence regardless of what I said.
So what was your answer?
I said, no, I don't think that we should be censoring social media. I don't think that we should be using funds to wasting it on censoring. It's just social media tool that can be used for a lot of good things if it falls in the right hands. And why should we use our resources on that?
That's true. So what was your question?
My question was, do you believe that it's right that legislators are buying land in Hawaii or something along the lines of that? And I was just like,
So what is
my answer was basically saying like I don't feel that it's right for foreigners to come and purchase land and that we need to focus on our native people. That was my answer. I was nervous when I heard the word legislative.
Yeah.
Everybody was nervous. I watched my sister's video back and she was like making comments and I was like, but
well, you guys, I guess do they give you guys like a list of questions they're gonna ask, or do you just gotta wing it?
No, you need to watch the news every day for the whole year leading up to the pageant because they scare you with those big words. Because once I heard US, like I was like, oh gosh, they're gonna ask me how to like end world hunger. I don't know. But you know, at the end of the day, you just have to speak with what you do know, and no one can take away from what your opinion is, and that's a fact.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. So what was ever in a competition where they asked you a question, you just got stuck?
I remember in my prelim interview, they asked me, which it's the simplest questions that really get you. They asked me, oh, if you could break a rule, what would it be? And I was like, if I could break a rule, I don't have rules, but I would probably speed because I'm always late. So yeah, just that.
That's kind of cool. So was the other contestants, how were they treating you guys since you're from like a different island, especially the Oahu girls?
I feel like we were all pretty cohesive. We're all grown-ups, I feel, and we all have the same goal, but at the end of the day, we all know that only one girl's gonna win. So I don't know. How do you feel, RONELLE? Because I feel like I got along with everyone. There was a few, but
I got along with enough girls. And at the end of the day, what people don't realize is pageants are expensive. So I'm gonna enjoy what I'm paying for. And if you want to bring the negative vibes, girl, you do that. But you know, we're also representing our island. And we don't want to bring shame to that. Our island, our home, our people here, our families, and all. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with your title. So you also have to keep that in mind. But regardless, not everyone was put in this world to be besties, and we're competing for the same title. So you just got to take everything with a grain of salt, pageant week, because I mean, just hotel cost alone was more than my rent. So yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So since you guys are representing your island, how much support did you guys get from people in Big Island?
A lot. Like every single person that I like came across once I came home was like, oh my gosh, you did amazing. Oh my gosh, I was watching. Me and Uncle was watching. And I was like, oh. So
Yeah,
it was like really supportive.
So you guys are kind of like celebrities in Big Island, huh? Like you guys are known.
No.
You guys probably do. No lie. You guys probably do all the parades and wave in the back of the convertibles and all that kind of stuff, huh?
I got recognized. I got recognized at Walmart. I got recognized at a bar. I got recognized. I work with families, and they were like, "Why do you look so familiar?" And I was like, "Not sure." And people recognized us, and they're like, wasn't that Baptista girl also from Big Island?" Wow. So yeah.
Oh, that's super cool. So in Big Island, when you guys are competing, is that televised, or how popular is that competition?
It wasn't televised, but Natasha's stepping it up. She put on an amazing production. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be live streamed this year, because she brought in like amazing girls. She put in a lot of effort to the contestants, not just her winners. And I know that this year is going to be just amazing. I wish I was running again.
Oh, so you're done. You're done competing.
I'm not going to compete for Hawaii Island again because I cannot crown myself, but I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet. I don't know.
What about you?
I'm done.
You're done.
That chapter has closed. I'm happy at where it's gotten me, and I feel like I succeeded at everything that I needed to on this journey. So
that's cool. What are some of the contestants I've met? They always have a platform that they always use to kind of bring attention to. Did you guys have your own platforms?
Yes. So
Okay, what was yours?
my platform is Real, Raw, and Resilient with RONELLE. And it's all about mental health, just kind of creating a more healthy environment on social media for everyone to thrive. Because while I was preparing for the pageant last year, I competed last year, and I had really bad eczema on my face. And trying to be a pageant girl with flaws on your face and swollen skin and flaky skin, it took a lot out of me. It really messed with my mental health. And then this year I had a cyst on my face. I had to get 2 surgeries on my cheek. So I was like, oh my gosh. But I really just wanted to create a more realistic social media presence and just talk about mental health on social media.
Oh, wow. So getting through all that, I guess it could be a good spokesperson for that. Have you got any negativity on social media?
Oh, 100%. In fact, today, someone commented on one of my pictures saying that I look like I gained weight. Well, yeah, it's bizarre that a grown man would comment on my body weight on social media behind a screen. But that's just one of the negative things that come with being in pageantry. You're putting your life out on the line, and everyone can view you, everyone can have their opinions of you, especially when you're on live television. People are going to go look for you after the pageant and they'll come for you. So, but you got to just take it with a grain of salt. And I worked really hard to be where I am today, and you can't take that away from me.
We seem very confident with yourself. And I always tell this to people I know, because I get plenty negative stuff on social media. You're always doing something right if you got haters or people trying to mess with you. And it's all people that they probably got like 12 followers and they're at home in their mom's house with Cheeto fingers, just trying to make trouble. You seem strong enough to not let it bother you. So what was your platform?
So I have a business. I make bikinis.
Okay.
And yeah, so from that standpoint, my business, I work a lot with women and body confidence, self-positivity, all of the good things, women empowerment. And I didn't want to create a platform just based off like, oh, my pageantry journey. I need to create a platform. It's something that I've had going for me for a while. I started my business when I was 17. I was a senior in high school, and I knew that that's what I wanted my business's mission to be. And I've just incorporated that. And I think that pageantry allowed me the opportunity to work with other women more. So not just through my business, but through being in the Miss Hawaii USA organization.
Oh, that's pretty cool. What is your business called?
So my business is Hilo Kinis on Instagram. You can go follow me if you want.
Yep, definitely. So what? You guys all gotta wear her bikinis then when you guys compete? No.
Another conversation.
Wow, we need to make that happen.
I'm working on it. Trust me, I'm working on it.
So you started in high school. Where did you grad from?
I graduated from Hilo High.
Okay, what about you?
Kamehameha.
On Oahu?
Big Island.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's Big Island, Hilo. Oh, that's cool. So you're done with competing. What do you guys do? Like, do you guys work, or like what do you guys do when you're not like getting ready for these competitions?
What do I do? I do have a day job. I work at the hospital, and then I have my business, of course, and then I do a lot of other things. I say that like it's a secret. I work for Simply Sisters. I do like their marketing and their website management. I have something else that I'm currently working on, but I'm not going to share it yet.
Okay, we'll get back to that in the future then. What about you?
Yeah, so I graduated the day before the preliminary competition, actually, with my master's degree in geriatric social work. So I'm a social worker. Yeah,
Oh,
it was
wow.
a great weekend for me. Graduated, won the pageant. It was great. But even when we're preparing for the pageant, work does not stop. So you're like, you have a double job. People don't realize that either. You think we just take off and we're just preparing and focusing on the pageant? No, we have like work stress, pageant stress, life stress, all these different things. But yeah, I'm a social worker. I work at a nonprofit organization.
Oh, wow. So you guys got your stuff together.
Yeah.
I talk to a lot of pageant girls. I have some friends and like they're still trying to figure it out. And yeah, it seems like you guys are very got your shit together, I guess.
Everyone's on their own journey. So
I guess so. And I guess that's how it's supposed to be. But I feel like girls, when they compete from, or anybody competing from the outer islands, they seem a little bit different because they seem a more stronger minded, and they're coming into a competition where I guess Oahu, and even if Hawaii people go to the mainland, it's always a different kind of challenge. And it shows that I know outer island people are they're I don't know how to say it, but they have a little bit more inner strength, if that
we
makes
got
sense.
grit. We have
Yeah,
grit.
that's the good way to say it. Yeah. Yeah, it's got some inner strength that shows. And I know you're pageant director, and she's pretty strong. She's a pretty strong person. So what do you guys do for fun? Like when you guys have free time?
What do I do for fun? What do we do for fun?
For fun, I feel like I do that.
I like to go to the beach and have like girls' days with my best friend. I don't know. What do you like to do, Ronelle?
Honestly, I like to go camping. I love camping. I love fishing. I just started diving, not good. Haven't shot any fish yet, but I'm trying. I'm from the country, so anything country related, sign me up. But yeah, I love camping. I'm
Oh,
actually
so
going this weekend and the next weekend
oh,
after
you
that.
guys aren't like girly girls then. You guys kind of got got a little countryness in you.
Oh yeah, that's Hawaii Island.
Yeah. So do you guys see yourselves staying on Big Island, or are you guys looking to move to Oahu or maybe the mainland?
Um, I see myself staying here. I think the only other place that I would see myself moving to is Maui. I have family up there, but other than that, I don't ever see myself moving to the mainland.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't move to the mainland either.
No, thank you.
It's hard for me to say because my biggest personal goal is to own a home. I want to leave a legacy for my family. I want my children to have a place to live. And real estate is just so expensive here and it breaks my heart. But at the same time, I can't picture myself raising my kids any other place in here in Hawaii, especially on Hawaii Island. So I don't know. We'll see where life takes me. But I did move away. I went to college in Oregon for my undergraduate degree.
Oh,
And
wow.
I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. But at the same time, I cannot raise my kids there. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, Oregon is pretty cool. I got to go to Oregon to snowboard. Was it Mount Hood? Yeah.
Mhm.
That's Oregon. Yeah. Yep. I was there for a little bit.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I miss the no tax. I
Oh,
miss
yeah.
the Dollar Tree. I miss having more than one Target and Walmart. I miss all those things, but Hawaii will always be home and you can't beat it.
That's true. I guess island girls is kind of just like island boys, it's hard to get away.
Yeah.
So when you guys compete, what are the I guess not qualifications, but what are the parameters? Like you cannot be a certain age, cannot be married, you cannot have kids. Is that's Miss Hawaii USA, or is it different?
Well, there's new rules. So if you're married or if you have children, 2023 is the first season of USA that you can be married or have a kid and compete. But the
Oh, wow.
age, I think it's 27 or 28.
So it's 27 now, but there's a rumor that they're making the age limit 28.
Oh, wow. So you could change your mind and want to compete again if you wanted to, huh?
Yes.
But you don't see yourself trying at the moment.
At the moment, I just feel like it's not in my journey anymore. And placing top 5 is more than I could ever expect. So
Okay.
we'll see though.
Yeah, you might get the bug.
bug.
Did you guys compete when you guys were teenagers? Like Miss Teen or whatever?
No.
I competed. Well, I've been competing in pageants for a while. I think the first time I competed, I was 15. And I actually got to compete in another organization and I represented Hawaii. And I won the national title, which was kind of the highlight of my life because I won a G2. So yeah, and a scholarship. I also won a scholarship. But I got to travel because of that. I went to like Florida, Ohio, Texas, Idaho, random states I would have never gone to. So there's a lot that can come from pageantry for sure.
Oh yeah, that's super cool. So being from the title that you won on Big Island, what opportunities has that given you other than competing in Miss Hawaii?
Connections. There's a lot of different brands now that I got to work with. There's just a lot of people that I got to meet and network with, but also it gave me 3 sisters. I have 5 brothers and now I have MIKAYLA and we have 2 younger teen sisters, which is really cool. And it also gave me Natasha. Like you get a whole pageant family, which is really special.
And what about you?
What did I gain from this pageant journey? Tasha's gonna go back at this, watch it and judge it. I think, well, this is only like the 3rd pageant that I ever competed in. My first time competing, I felt like I gained a lot of exposure, but this time around, definitely way more friendships, a lot more sponsorships. I had like, I don't know, 15 sponsors this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like my whole friend group is basically business owners. Like, I swear to God. And I'm only 21. I'm going to be 22 next week. And half of my friends are like middle-aged women. So,
wow.
And they're business owners. And I never had that before pageantry with Natasha. I mean, I'm not saying it's only from Natasha and this pageantry, but it's helped me a lot.
Oh, and that might be good opportunity to help grow your business, knowing people.
For sure.
So would you guys ever want to do what Tasha's doing and help, I guess, girls that you guys that are younger coming up, help them get into this kind of journey?
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially because like MIKAYLA was saying, you'll always get the bug. Even if you win and you retire off of a win, you'll still have the bug and you'll still want to be around the craziness. As stressful as it is, you will want to be around the craziness. It takes a pageant girl to run a pageant system like Natasha because you go through so much and you invest so much of yourself emotionally, financially, physically, and those around you. I know her husband has done so much for the pageant too. So of course I'm hoping Natasha we're making her adopt us into her pageant team.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And this was the first time working with her? This was her first. Oh, okay. Oh, so you guys are like her first little sisters then.
Yeah. So she's actually been judging the Hawaii Island pageant. She's been the judge multiple times, I believe. The year that I was Hawaii Island, she was one of the judges.
Oh, she judged you? I had no idea she judged you.
No. The year that I was giving up my crown.
Oh.
Yeah, she was the judge, and that's when I first saw her. And every year I was like, oh my gosh, who's the judges panel? And then I was like, oh, it's Natasha. Like she's kind of scary. And then I finally got to know her, and I was like,
she's not that scary.
Yeah, not scary at all.
Actually, she is kind of scary. So being in that, what would be some of the things that you guys noticed that you would want to change, like to make it better? Like versus your competition on a Big Island and the Oahu one. What would you guys change to make it different, in your opinion, to make it better?
I would say trying to foster a more inclusive environment, more representation of all body types, of all backgrounds. I think that would really elevate Hawaii as a state, not just as on our island. I mean, there are a lot of girls who want to be Miss Hawaii USA, but they don't compete. They don't even try because they think, oh, that's not a place or a space for me, or they don't think that they can do it. So I think if we encourage everyone, then that would definitely elevate us for sure.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I agree with RONELLE. I mean, I'm not saying that there's anything bad with the girls that compete in Miss Hawaii and Miss USA, Miss Universe, but there is a stigma of what we're supposed to look like, and there definitely needs to be a change. I know one huge change that's happening is not only the mothers and wives deal, but transgender women are also allowed to compete in the Miss USA and Miss Universe competition. So we'll see where all of that takes us.
Yeah, would you guys be pro for that or not? Like you guys wouldn't want that to happen, or you guys wouldn't care?
I don't care. I mean, we all have one goal. It's Miss Universe, Miss USA, Miss Hawaii, whatever it will be. If you're passionate about it and you put work in, I think you deserve to stand on the same stage as us.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
And the president of the Miss Universe organization is a transgender female. And so you got to know what you're entering. If you're against that, I mean, you're competing for this organization that's led by a transgender female. So you kind of got to weigh what you value and yeah, your life values, because once you enter, you're kind of saying, yep, I agree with this. But honestly, in order to be the best, you got to beat the best. And that includes everyone.
That makes sense. If you guys had daughters, what would you let them compete, and what kind of advice would you give them?
100% yes.
They better. No cartoons. You're gonna be watching Miss America, Miss USA, Miss Universe. The second they get screen time, I want to hear no cartoons. Absolutely not.
What would be your advice for young women that are trying to get into this competition? What would be some of the things you would tell them?
Just to be yourself. Don't try to be like anybody else other than yourself, because that's when it really shows that you're faking it. And what the judges want and what the organization wants is somebody that's genuine and honest to themselves.
Okay.
I would tell them to do it. Life is so short, so short. If you have just even a little itch and just the tiniest urge, do it. You have nothing to lose and so much to gain. I would show them a picture of myself when I started pageants. I looked nothing like this, but pageantry gave me the confidence. It gave me growth, and it gave me an environment that allowed me to become who I am today. And I would just tell them to do it. Go for it.
Okay. And what kind of negativity that came your way would you kind of prepare them for if they were going to enter?
You got to have thick skin.
Yeah.
You need to have thick skin. You're not going to make it in this industry if you don't have thick skin. Coming from someone who lost 4 times before winning a national title, the right people will choose you. Some people won't love you, and that's okay, but the right people will choose you at the right time.
That makes sense.
I think something that's negative and you need to just turn your shoulder to it is just comparing yourself to other people. Like that is something you cannot do. You can't be like, oh my gosh, like she's doing that. She has that kind of gown. I need to get that kind of gown, because we're all different in our own way. And that's what makes us unique. And that's what's going to stand out at the end of the night, you know?
That makes sense. So if you guys are competing in the future, would you guys want to do it together or do something totally different?
To be completely honest, I felt like we had a really good shot at winning this year. Like,
I know. I was like,
I really thought one of us was gonna do it. I really, really thought that. And I really do believe that if it's gonna come home, it's gonna come with one of us. So when MIKAYLA told me she was retiring, I was like, I don't want to hear it.
No, she literally texted me after and was like, after seeing your performance, I'm ready again. And I was like, I already told you I'm done.
No, I don't want to hear it. That's not happening. 100%, I would go with her. Like I said, I want Hawaii Island to win, and I will feel that win if it comes home to my island, whether it's on my head or another girl's. I'll feel the win.
I guess you guys gotta do it. I mean, Maui did it. Is I gotta happen sooner or later.
For real.
So being that you guys still have your crown for the titles you guys have, what are you guys gonna do with it? And like, I guess you have a whole year to represent that crown. You guys have a lot of obligations, right? What are some of those obligations?
Just representing our community, doing community service, whether it be that or anything else. Recruiting for the new year. I know that's something that I'm working really hard on, because we can't gatekeep this experience. It's something that we all need to share. And I feel like anyone, if they feel like it's in their journey and they want to do it, they need to try it out, because it's changed my life for the better. And I wouldn't be here on this Zoom, this confident talking to you, if it weren't for pageantry. Like, there's so many things in my life, so many things that I can't even list on both hands, that my life has changed because of pageantry.
And what about you? Like, what is your title what do you gotta do to represent your title?
Yeah, basically everything MIKAYLA said. Just also keeping a social media presence, because that is what runs our generation, social media. But my goal, we have about 6 months left, which is crazy to think about. It just flew by. But my goal for the rest of my reign is I really want to get a meeting with our mayor. I want to talk about mental health. I want to create Hawaii's Mental Health Day. And during that day, we'll implement resources in schools and workplaces, on the news, so that everyone has access to education, resources, all these different things. I just want to get it in his ear. I want to get it in his mind. And I want to do that as Miss Hawaii Island USA, because I think that'll get a lot more attention.
Well, that's cool. And that you guys are responsible with like your titles to make a change. I know mental health is a issue, and I know people that suffer from it. And bad things happen. I guess, especially with men, they kind of tend to not be able to express their feelings. And if people would be able to give at least everybody, but especially men, opportunity to talk about how they feel and get help when they need it, that would be definitely something cool. I don't want to ask you guys, so do you guys have boyfriends? I know everybody's gonna want to know. I know you don't, because when you was in the club, we were on the mic trying to get you one.
No. We were trying to get something else that night, but I do have a boyfriend.
Oh, okay. Gonna have to edit that part out then.
Leave it in. He needs to know.
And what about you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And how supportive were they when you guys are competing?
Very supportive. I don't think I would have. Oh, he's gonna hear me. He's literally sitting in front of me. But yeah, I feel like I wouldn't have gone through this as strong as I have without his support. 100%.
That's cool. And it takes a confident guy to have their girl put themselves out there in front of everybody, especially a beauty pageant. Mm-hmm. So props to them. And I guess you guys found some good guys, so that's good. So you know what I always want to know is, like, when you guys are in these pageant things, like, How's your guys' diet? What do you guys eat throughout this whole thing? Because you guys gotta be a certain kind of way. And do you guys like strict it out or like just eat whatever?
Well, I don't really diet. I
Oh,
just
must be nice. You should naturally fit and small.
No, literally before the day before prelims, I went to the Pokebox, or what was it? Poi Bowl at
Oh, okay.
Alamoana.
Yeah.
And I had like a Kahlua pig plate with poi. And then that was prelims. And then 2 days passed, his interview and then rehearsals. And then right before finals, I went to Poi Bowl one more time and had a Kahlua pig bowl because
That's nuts.
I was not trying to faint on stage.
Yeah, but their food is kind of nasty. They have it in the pans there all day.
Don't tell me that.
What about you? You have like a certain diet or is like whatever?
Well, I wanted to gain weight this pageant season. I was like scrawny and I had no muscle. And so I really wanted to be able to protect myself if I needed to. That was my goal. I wanted to put on weight. So I was eating and drinking protein like never before, like so much protein. Plus I have like really thin hair. So I also wanted it for that reason. Plus my scar, I needed protein for all these different reasons. But besides that, I'm a Taco Bell stan and I could live off of chips. And I basically did that.
Okay, so no strict diet then.
You gotta be kind to yourself because pageants take a lot out of you. You can't let it take your food too.
So what is the first thing you guys did when the whole thing was done?
I actually
in
ate
a restaurant.
Ate the restaurant.
Yeah, right after.
Where did you go?
Someone brought me a Taco Bell quesadilla, literally right off the stage, right in my family, quesadilla in hand.
Oh, that's cool. What about you?
We were gonna go to the after party and then it was just not happening. There was no food. The bar like shut down the restaurant.
Where was the after party?
That restaurant in the Alamoana.
Jagger, something in Jagger.
Oh, Pint and Jigger.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was over there. And when we ended up driving around, mind you, we're from Hilo, so we're not very seasoned. And I ate at Denny's. I had an omelet.
Period.
And I went to Denny's, and then I went back to the hotel room, and I went to sleep.
Oh, wow. So being on Oahu, did you guys get to like do anything around here, or it was just pageant and out?
Well, I did do a lot of No, I didn't do a lot of shopping, but I did go to Ala Moana a few times throughout the week. But most of it was pageant.
The pageant was at the convention center, huh?
Yeah.
That's crazy because my daughter had like this huge volleyball tournament that,
Crazy. Again, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was huge. And then at the same time as as your guys' competition was upstairs and the whole big tournament was downstairs. So you guys stayed at Ala Moana Hotel so you guys could just go back and forth to the shopping center.
Yep, basically.
Well, we barely had free time, I swear. And we did have free time. It was after being in heels for hours. So it's like feet hurt, you're so tired. But I got to go like once. And unfortunately, always when you have time, when you have the money to go shopping, you don't find anything. So I came back empty-handed, was bummed.
I brought home a jacket and a facial oil. And that's
facial.
Yeah.
Why? Because like Hilo, what is the malls over there? Hilo Mall or there's no Hilo Mall? There's nothing. Oh,
there's a mall, but it's like
it's not a mall.
Snacks. There's a food court.
We had a event we did a concert in Hilo one time. It was at, I forget the name of the place, but we had a after party at a club called Karma. Is that still there?
No, yeah, my auntie used to own Karma's.
Oh, really?
Hold it, yeah.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
now Hilo Fish Company, I think.
oh, so it's not there's not even a club
There's
there.
no such thing
There
as
is nothing. Like, love Hawaii Island, but Hilo is the worst place to be in your 20s. Because there's nothing here. Everything closes by 8 o'clock. We have like auntie and uncle bars. The nightlife is non-existent. There's nothing here.
I know we tried to do events there. We did an event in Kona too. We did it at the was it KXB, the bowling alley?
Oh, KB Extreme.
Yeah, we literally built a stage on the alley, and we had Tribal Seas and a couple other local artists perform. It was kind of cool, but it wasn't like the turnout we wanted.
We just had ho'olaulea, and everyone and their mom and grandmas, everyone was there. It was loaded.
I feel like Ho'olaulea wasn't that good this year.
Oh, I didn't even go, but I could hear it from my house. I could hear it from my bedroom. So
I don't know. Chase and I were looking for parking, and I was like, I should have called RONELLE to park at her house.
oh yeah, you could. It's close. Weird.
Oh, yeah. I think the only happening thing in Hilo now, since it's back, is Ho'olaulea.
And Merry
Well,
Monarch, right? Usually that's a big
Oh,
deal.
Merry Monarch is like happening, but that's like all
Annual things.
yeah, like
Yeah.
not like a rager.
Do you guys visit Oahu or Maui a lot?
Not really. Only for pageant stuff. Lately, it's only been for pageant stuff, and I hate it.
I'm trying to go to Oahu more, and I want to go to Maui, but the cheapest hotel is like $300 a night.
Oh yeah.
Kind of expensive.
So when you came to our event, you guys, that was a pageant related thing, or you guys?
What were we there for? Yeah, we were there for
Orientation.
yeah, we were there for orientation and headshots. And well, you got to make the most of it. Natasha was like, let's go hang out. And I was like,
She's
okay.
like,
But she never come though.
She was
I know.
there. She was supposed to.
I was supposed to, and then I just texted them. I was like, we're just gonna go to sleep.
It's probably a good thing. You guys are just, like she said, you're just getting hit on by uncles.
Uncles.
Love that for you.
Yeah, we had to rescue them and bring them in the back so no one would bother them. So your business is the bikini stuff. Where can people find it, and how can people like get in touch with you if they want to check it out?
Yeah, so they can follow me on Instagram at Hilokinis, or you guys can go to my website at www.hilokinis.com. It's actually not, my website is not active right now because it says that I'm on vacation competing at Miss Hawaii, and I haven't updated my website yet, but I am still taking orders occasionally. I'm taking it slow for now, trying to just reset from the past 8 months of my life that was dedicated to pageant prep.
Okay.
But other than that, hit me up on Instagram. I'm always on social media.
So do you make your own, or like you have it manufactured, or?
Yes, so I make all of my bikinis by hand with my sewing machine in my little office downstairs.
Oh, wow. How'd you learn how to do that?
So I kind of just taught myself.
YouTube. YouTube.
Yeah. Basically, I went to a sewing class when I was in middle school for like a week, and I only learned how to like make a bag. And I never really retained those skills. So I actually have a bikini right here that's still available.
Okay, so people can check it out on your Instagram and stuff.
Yeah, this one's posted. It's a size small. It's the last one of its print with a matching reversible bottom. RONELLE, it's in your size.
Yeah, she's cute.
You gotta help her market it. If you guys 2 pageant winners can like help her market it, that would be kind of a cool idea.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we need to get that happening. No, she needs to because we have swimsuit, we need to get Hilokinis as the swimsuit sponsor. That marketing
I've
alone.
been telling Tasha. So
We did bikini
we'll see.
I forget what we had a bikini company do our club event one time, and then they would get the girls dressed up. They had a whole bunch of models, and we did like a bikini fashion show. I can't remember the company it was, but because of that, they got a lot of notability. So if you guys ever want to try it on Oahu, we could set it up, but you're just gonna have to bring the bikinis for it, and we can get you the models and make the runway and stuff. It works in the club. if you're up for that.
Well, MIKAYLA already did something like that. She was a designer in the first Hawaii swim show.
Yes,
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yes, that was literally the month after one Orchid Isle. That was crazy. That was a crazy
cool.
weekend.
Well, hopefully your business will take off.
Thank you. Thank you.
We've been going for about an hour, and I appreciate you guys taking time out and coming on my show. And on Instagram, where can people find your page? Or you said your bikini stuff, but what about you guys' personal pages?
My personal Instagram, I have 2 personal Instagrams. One is my private one, and then I have a public account. That one, my private account is mikayla.bap, MIKAYLA.BAP. And then my public account is MIKAYLA HI USA. And then you can also follow our pageant account, which is Miss Orchid Isle USA.
Okay.
I believe that's it. Miss Orchid Isle USA.
Yeah. My title page account is at Miss High Island USA, I think. Or is it Hawaii Island? No, I think it's at Miss High Island USA, right?
Miss HII.
Yeah, Miss High Island USA.
Yeah.
And then my personal is at RONELLE, RONELLEYY.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on. It's cool to talk to pageant girls that are not from Oahu and get your guys' perspective. And I think you guys have a lot going for you, and I think you guys have a kind of a cool future ahead of you. For us, you can find us on Above the Bridge Podcasts at Instagram. Our website is atbpod.com. Our YouTube page is Above the Bridge Podcast, and my personal page is Thaddy Daddy Hi. Well, thank you guys for coming on. Shakas for the camera. Okay, we're out. Shout out to the Artist Group Network. Aloha.